Alright, hey guys, Michelle Edhouse here from Mickey Art, and today I mixed up some paints and I really kind of in a few minds as to what I'm actually doing. So let me show you what I've got. I've got this new one, which is Crystal Green from Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. I am going to be using Reeves Acrylic White Titanium White in my pours. If I'm using white in the paint, I'm going to be using that. I'm still going to use the Fast Student Acrylic as my background, but when it's in the actual painting, I'm going to use the Titanium White. Reeves Acrylic Raw Umber. This one's out of my dad's glory box, cadmium yellow, medium hue. Now this one's a little bit different to what I've used before. This one's a matte, which is always new, and it's a Free Flow Plus. And when it came out, I thought, oh my god, what's happened? Because I hadn't read it, and it's actually a liquid. So yeah, that was interesting. So that's this one over here. Got lots of bubbles in it. So, and then I've got my Reeves Acrylic Vermilion, which is this beautiful orange. So the neighbour has just started up the weed eater. How's it get any better than that? I'm just going to close the door. How good a timing was that? When I looked at my phone to pause it, to go and close the door, it was low on battery, so I've plugged that in. And a plane flew overhead. So there we go. Good timing. Anyway, so all of my paints are mixed with Floetrol and water, and I'm just going to add a bit of Durex Play Perfect Glide, a longer lasting pleasure. Now as I said at the beginning, been asking this painting what it would like to be. I had some ideas, and they're all kind of, this white seems really thick. It runs quite nicely. That's alright. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, I'm always intrigued. Just like normally I go, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and it's really clear what it wants to be and what it like to be. So I'm gonna start off with a clean white base. My student Fast Acrylic. So I'm going to pour that on first. Oh, I'm feeling so disorganized at the moment. Does it get any better? So this is really going to be a follow the energy, no point of view, what else is possible kind of painting. I have pins in the bottom of my canvas. So if you're wondering why I'm choosing to go away from the Fast Student Acrylic in the paints, what I've discovered is even after 2 weeks of drying time, I'm still having a little bit of white coming off when I clean my paintings to get the silicone off. So so my choice is to not have that affecting the actual paint, and I can mitigate that on the surrounding, but it's really not what I want to be happening to the actual coloured areas. So I'm sitting on the floor for some reason. I think I was planning on doing a really big painting, and then I kind of piked out on that. So looks like this might be one of those ones where I go, I actually start pouring at such and such number of minutes in. How does it get any better than this? The other thing that I'm going to be doing from now on is covering my paintings. Why? Because I've been having bugs dive bombing into my wet paint overnight, and it's not cool. Okay, so what I've got here is the top of a Coke bottle, plastic big Coke bottle, and the middle of a Coke bottle. Now that's really just for balancing, because it does sit just like that. Well, it did when I was practicing. Now I've got bubbles in my paint at the bottom. How's it get any better than that? Alright, let's put some white in there. That'll pop the bubbles. So I really have no idea what this painting wants to look like, or what it's going to end up like, or even what colours and what quantities of what colours are going to go in there. Oh my god, that looks so pretty. Should we put brown in as well? Yeah, a little bit of brown. And blob, 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 blob. Here we go. How does it get any better than this? What would it take for this to come out better than I ever imagined? I've never been a brown and green girl. Now the plan with this, okay, so now lift that up. Yep, cool. Plan with this is to kind of do a, oh, that's not working. Was to do a flippin' a drag, kind of open cup drag. And it looks cool. I'm liking it. We've got quite a bit of that green in there, which is awesome. And brown is definitely not dominating, which is brilliant. Super happy about that. Although I am seeing a lump in the brown. Is it a lump or is it a air bubble? What do we know? It's an air bubble. Yay! Let's just make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So, what are we choosing with this? I'm going to bring it a little bit more this way. Wiggle, wiggle. There's a lot of paint on here. And I'd really like to have some negative space. So I think I'll probably be using the straw to help me move stuff around a bit. Maybe thin out some of these edges. So this is really interesting. This green, this is a different green than I've used in the past, and it's still doing that separate-y flower, not flower, powdery look. So it's just really long distance warming of the paint. See if there's any more cells to come up. Yeah. Okay. What do you guys reckon of this powdery green? If it keeps doing this, I'm gonna stop using it because I don't, well, or I'm gonna see if I can mix a green from a yellow and blue and see if that makes any difference, because it's happened on several of my paintings, and this one's a different green. So is it green or is it just me? How does it get any better than this? Let's see what. Down here on the ground, I've got to turn over to use the straw. Turn it around so that I'm blowing away from me on all the angles. You still in the picture? Yep. Really like this section here. I could go without this section because that's where the brown is. I like it. I do. I like it. I'm intrigued to see how the green dries because it is a crystal green metallic, and I can see a shimmer in it already through here, and there's still a lot of paint on here, so this is going to be one that I am definitely going to be putting under a box and keeping in the cool to see if we can get it to dry really slowly. And I am a little bit concerned about air bubbles in this one because it's there was a lot of air bubbles in the paint. But there's some pretty cool cells in this one. I really like it. I'm just wondering about whether or not I should give this area here a bit of a blow. I'll probably just scrape paint all over my face. Oh, that's better. That's a lot more organic. It was looking very line-ish. All right. Just a bit there that I didn't really like. I'll blow it over the side. Alright, let's check. All our corners are covered. Sorry about my head. Alright, let's get you down. Show you what we got. There's definitely some beautiful pieces in there. What do you guys reckon? You like it? Okay. So where should we begin? Should we start at the bottom right and go around? So this is not my normal bright red crimson. This is the vermilion orange. So I like that. Can you see? There's my light source there. There's some really pretty little tiny cells in there. Cells within cells within cells. Look at that light. See, even in the brown area there's some really pretty bits. Can you tell I'm not a fan of brown? Oh wow, check out that. It's like a white ring around. Let's see if I can show you the glimmer, the shimmer of the green. No, not really. Okay. Check out that little bubbling mud pool in the middle. Oh, now you can sort of see the green shimmer in there. There's some pretty stuff happening in this one. Super busy and really pretty. I like that bit, that looks cool. Excuse my shaking hand, guys. So there you have it. She's pretty. I like her. And this is a, what is it, a 10 by 10 canvas. So, it's a pretty good size one. Looking forward to seeing how it dries. What would it take for it to dry with total beauty, total ease?